So everybody's hitting up my DMs. Everybody's calling my phone, telling me to speak on. Why are you not speaking on the death of the convict that was killed, beaten, battered by the South Bay Correctional Officers in Boston, Massachusetts? That's right. A man lost his life in the House of Corrections in South Bay in Boston, Massachusetts. And it was hard for me to explain to people why I haven't spoken on this. Why I didn't want to talk about this topic. They've been killing people in South Bay for years. They've been killing dudes in South Bay for years. They've been putting hands and feet and beating convicts in South Bay for years. The COs in South Bay have some of the worst reputation of correctional officers that I've ever heard of. You're dealing in a place where you have individuals who apply and get hired as correctional officers with only the intentions to abuse, humiliate, destroy every prisoner, convict that's inside that facility. Do you understand? People usually go to South Bay with a maximum of 2.5 years. Occasionally, they will have maybe a longer sentence. Everybody in South Bay wants to go home. Everybody in South Bay wants to get out. They friends is banging on the window. They outside. They screaming, taking pictures for them outside. The prisoners in South Bay are getting contact visits. The correctional officers in South Bay don't care. You have some of the meanest, rudest, most disrespectful, egotistical correctional guards working in South Bay where they choose to come every single day and make your life a living hell. Everybody wants to ask me why I ain't speak on the South Bay incident. Because I'm sick and tired. When I was in South Bay, they was beating dudes up, stomping dudes out, choking dudes out, starving dudes. The CERT team coming in and beating the crap out of dudes in their cell. But why are you not talking about it? You know why? You know why I'm not talking about it? Because do you know what it's like to go to South Bay? And when you go to South Bay, you know what's the first thing they do to you when you walk in South Bay on the unit? Yo, where you from? What? Yo, where you from, gang? Earth. I'm from Earth. Why does it matter where I'm from? Why isn't it, yo, do you need a three-way? Yo, you been in court all day? Are you hungry? Or you been on Newman, you ain't got no commissary? Would you like a soup? Yo, you need a paper and pen? No, bro. Is you dudes don't stand for nothing. None of you dudes and none of you cats in South Bay stand for nothing. That's why when they killed that dude, y'all woke up in the next day and didn't do nothing. Because y'all so focused on getting out. But you trapped. You coming back. You selling crack. They keep asking me why I'm not speaking about that dude that got murdered in South Bay, that family member, that brother, that father, that uncle, that nephew, that son, that life that was lost from the evil correctional officers that go to work with nothing but malicious intent. From the minute they step in their car and they clock in. There's stories of officers in South Bay who couldn't get along, who done went and fought each other in South Bay. You got South Bay officers fighting each other. You got South Bay officers bringing dudes in the elevator where there's no cameras, stomping them out, breaking their jaw, breaking their arms, stomping their face in, breaking their nose, breaking their rib, breaking their leg, killing them. This ain't the first murder in South Bay. And it won't be its last. Until we do something about it. That's why I'm not speaking on it. Because when are we gonna come together and do something about it? How can I speak on this as soon as somebody who looks like me and you comes on a unit, they say, yo, where you from, gang? And if you say the wrong thing, it's belt to ass. So why would dudes care about one person dying? Of course, it's family members who will spark an outrage. Of course, one family. How many more families are going to join that one family who's suffering right now? How many of you dudes locked up is ready to go the extra mile? Now, them dudes in New York prison, them dudes that went to war with the administration in that New York upstate prison, that lost their lives, is the reason why we got phone calls. The reason why we get 3 square meals a day. The reason why we got visits. The reason why we have education. South Bay is a dangerous place. The correctional officers don't play. They're a gang. They're institutionalized. The correctional officers in South Bay are institutionalized. They honest to God in their brain, they think that the more they perform and abuse the convicts in there, they're going to be on the better side of their lieutenant, on the graces of their side of the sergeant. That white shirt that comes through. They want to look good for the sheriff. They sick. There's dudes in there that really want to, if you curse out a lieutenant, he going to call his goons over. They going to rough you up. They're going to put the cuffs on you tight, all the way tight. Your wrists are going to feel like they're about to break. They're about to pop off. They're going to put their forearm on the back of your head. They're going to slam you on the wall. They're going to cuff you up. They're going to rough you up. That's what they're going to do to you. Now, this brother lost his life. Anybody help? Can't. If you get involved, you're going to get on and after. I'm trying to go home. I got a year. Am I going to tell somebody with 4 months to go home to go attack a CO? To add an extra 5 years onto his sentence so he don't got to go home? There's no repercussions for the correction officers. They got lawyers. They got insurance policies. They're going to have the best lawyers in court. They're going to have the best everything. Medical, pay everything, leave, paid off. They're going to get checks in the mail. What do you want me to do? Sing the same song and dance? What do you want me to do, bro? Peace and love, y'all.